Woo.
Welcome to the show. Let's see what has been happening in the wrestling world. Welcome to the show, where comedy meets wrestling by fans for fans. The Two Counts, always the best guests in Midwest. The Two Counts, great time guaranteed because we're the best of the best. Meet me, Ace and JR, Top Shelf Tommy, we're about to start. Welcome to the Two Counts. It's time to dig deep into the wrestling world. Welcome to the Two Counts, where comedy meets wrestling by fans for fans. The Two Counts.
The Two Count. The Two Count. Where comedy meets wrestling. Please comment, share, like, and start a hype train for God's sakes. And now, here are the hosts of The Two Count. Comedian John Russell, wrestling broadcaster Big Ace, and everybody's favorite heel, Top Shelf Tommy.
What's going on, everybody? Holy shit!
Do you know people still do whippets?
What?
People still do whippets?
Well, of course, because whipped cream is cheap.
Woman did whippets before crash that injured another driver. I didn't know that was a thing still.
Well, you know, that's just selfish behavior right there.
That's insane.
Just call it as it is, man.
Well,
selfish motherfucking behavior.
It's Tuesday, and you know that means that if you're gonna do a whippet, it's 2 for Tuesday.
Let me get that can of duster, yo.
You know,
so you're hoping that they
dusters.
hit 2 people?
Many people, like I saw like a
let's get messed up, everybody.
What was the name of it? Hey, HCW, just give us some. Ooh, you got some. They showed a guy down in Florida who he was from New York, and he had a trip, but that was what he bought fucking, like, he was horking butane or something.
People are crazy, man.
And it's like, that was his vacation. He said, and the guy counted, it was like over $1,000 worth of these fucking butane containers he was huffing. And he was out fishing. He had a live fish that he had in the back of his his vehicle, and he's living in it. I don't know. It was just, and he had all these fucking butane things in there. Hi, Tina.
I remember, like Robitussin and stuff like that. But I just didn't think people were still doing that shit.
Everybody does that wild ass shit, you know.
That's hilarious.
I don't.
Tom, you do.
Tom just drinks. He doesn't do anything.
I don't. Okay, JR. I don't do crazy ass shit.
Tom's not cool.
You should.
Yeah, I'm a lame motherfucker who live in that top shelf life, baby. Huh? Yeah, you like that?
You know what else you can get from the top shelf? A canister of butane. You go huff that shit, man. You be top shelf like a motherfucker.
Hey, it's Tina's birthday. Happy birthday, Tina.
Happy birthday, Egan.
Happy birthday,
Egan.
Tina.
I mean, Tina.
Were you in Egan today, JR?
Can you tell that I'm doing my work as we're...
Which, by the way, very festive shirt you wore to work today.
Thank you. Well, I just want people to know, and I don't know if you can see the stripes.
Oh, yeah, the rest is there. Okay, good.
I mean, it's.
How many people saluted you when you walked by today?
Nobody.
More importantly, how many started off with "I am a real American, fight for the rights of every man"?
Nobody did that at all.
Hulk Hogan, baby. Yeah.
Nobody did that at all. But I did get a couple. I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget that Tom Shillstrom is such a prick to me. And I gladly stand up next to him and kick him in the balls. I can't believe I sang this way. Anyway.
God, you're fucking an asshole, dude. Why
no,
did you have to go and try and make fun of me?
It just happens that way. It just
Fucking
happens
liar.
that way, you know?
Uh-huh.
Ha!
No, hey, you know what? Danny hasn't been around for a little while. Danny, do you normally go to any GLCW shows, Great Lake Championship? Because last week's guest Whitney goes to a lot of those, so I wanted to see if you guys have ever crossed paths or not. But you weren't with us last week.
Man, people doing stupid things.
Haven't for a while. Okay, well there you go. Gotta get out there again, buddy.
Yeah. All right. Let me see here. Oh, dude, I still have to load everything. All right, hang on, guys. We gotta delete. This is sorry. So JR was running late tonight, which means I can't load everything in until now. So, no, you're fine. I'm just that's why I'm like not.
We'll catch up. We'll catch up. You know, and the thing is. Even if it seems like I'm disinterested, it's not true. I'm totally interested.
No,
and
as long as I'm not saying anything.
Well, yeah, as long as Tom keeps his mouth shut, this is going to be a really interesting show.
Have fun, Tina. You'll see Wes there. He's very excited.
Oh, cool. Wes is going to be up in the neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, that's in St. Louis area. Yeah, he'll be over there for that.
That's the neighborhood.
The SICW Fan Fest.
Anything within 8 hours drive to me is a in the neighborhood. Don't you think?
You are out of your damn mind.
You've driven 8 hours to do a comedy show.
Yeah, but I mean, also
it's in the neighborhood.
It's in the neck of the woods. I want to say the neighborhood. I'd say
in the neighborhood. What's in the neighborhood to you?
Duluth,
Jesus,
Fargo,
God.
even
3 hours.
4 hours.
What? For me, dude. For me, if I'm doing a show and I'm getting paid for it, right? It's 5 hours one way, 5 hours back. I don't need a room. That's top shelf.
I mean,
is what that fucking is. And
listen,
if I'm going to get,
I'm not going to disagree with you on that one.
Yeah, and if I'm going to get a room, then I'll go as far as I drove from Seneca Falls, New York, back to Des Moines. It took me. It was the dumbest fucking thing I ever did in my life, but I did it. But that was top shelf.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
When I stopped at the Casey's, that was top shelf because I ate a lot of their fucking pizza.
Yeah, she's friends with him too. Dan, friends with Dave Hero.
Oh yeah,
that's the man, I guess, in the Wisconsin wrestling scene. Yeah, it always looks like a good show. That Blizzard Brawl. Oh, there we go.
Hello,
sir.
Hello.
Jason Prentice, it's great to see you.
Yes, it's good to see everybody here too. Even Tommy, it's good to see you too, buddy.
Listen, don't start with me already today, all right?
I'm not even starting with you. I just said it's good to see. I said it's good to see you. I said even you. I said it's good to see you too.
Yeah, you're welcome for allowing me to grace your presence. Whatever.
What?
I know what you're trying to say, and I'll take it. I don't
know, man. It's a Tuesday, man.
If it's a Tuesday, it feels like a Monday. Yeah, it's good to be here, guys. It's a beautiful day, and got a big week ahead of us.
Yeah, big couple of weeks. We just wrapped up Algona, and now we're going straight into the big Super Slam Saturday, Waterloo. Not only is it Super Slam, but this is also 1 year of Absolute Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, what a wild year. Last year when we debuted Absolute Pro Wrestling, we went in thinking, all right, this is either going to be a one-off or it's going to be something more. And thankfully it was something more because even that first show, like the one thing I like to tell people is I was always told the best advice, you shouldn't go into a show thinking you're going to make a bunch of money because if you're doing that, you're not in the business for the right reasons. Now, the reason to do business is to make money. Obviously, you got to be smart. You got to be, strategic in those ways. But we didn't make a lot of money at all on this show. But it was the fact that we got to produce a product that was, I guess, well received in Waterloo, and obviously as we grew into Algona, grew into Fort Dodge, just seeing how things have progressed for us as a whole has been really, really awesome. And last year, we kicked off and we had all these things happening. We had to shift a few things around, and I guess what a better way to, go a year around the earth with Absolute Pro Wrestling than now we have to shift a couple things around. We had a couple injuries going into this show that, kind of affected how we are running on certain things and some of the matches that we're producing. But all in all, it's still a very good card, a banger of a card, banger of a show. Debuting talents on the show. You got a ladder match on the show, 2 new titles on the show. It's jam packed and it's definitely worth your money there. $20 for ringside, but ringside sold out, so you can get your $15 second row seats still for this Saturday at the Pavilion.
That's right. It's gonna be a good show. That's the poster right there. APW Ticks at yahoo.com. That's how you can get tickets if you're in the Midwest and want to join us. So let's hop into some of the. First of all, let's do this because we don't have graphics for these, but opening match you already sent to me was Timeless Tyler Jones versus Jimmy Wild, the Dirt Dog, making a big comeback these last few shows he's been on, and that's going to kick off the Super Slam.
Yeah, and you and Badger got to kind of reveal that in a way, I guess, with Jimmy doing the post show with you guys on Saturday night. It was something where, Tyler Jones put out an open challenge for this coming weekend, and it's been known for about a month and a half now, and we're like, all right, well, who's going to do it? And Jimmy made his return to Fort Dodge, and that's kind of when we sealed the deal where we're like, hey, do you want to do this? Should we announce it ahead of time? What do you want to do? And we gave him a little bit of leeway. And he's like, no, listen, let's go ahead and just go with it. Let's announce it. So he took the ball and ran with that last Saturday, going on the post show. But this is going to be a really good matchup. These two guys, they were part of the first show, of course. Tyler Jones was in a triple threat in a victorious win there against Omega and ZK47. Jimmy Wild's first show with us was not a memorable one last year. That's when Matty Starr tore him apart and put him on the shelf as he had an ACL injury because of that attack. So, for Jimmy, it's kind of a redemption night at the Pavilion. His first match in Waterloo for Absolute Pro Wrestling officially, and it's going to make for one entertaining opening contest. We're actually going to try our best there. We'll probably stream that live on our Facebook page. It won't be, necessarily maybe commentated by the wonderful voices of Tom and Ace and Badger, but and actually, I should confirm this too. We can kind of break this story, but Ace won't be on commentary this weekend, and we have a very good reason for why that is. But we'll talk about that in a minute. But we'll at least we're going to give that first match, on our page for free 99 because we just want to say thank you to our fans that have stuck with us for this whole year and that have bought a ticket to an APW show or have supported us in some way, shape, or form. So opening contest, you got two guys who are very familiar with each other. They just faced each other on Saturday night, and Jimmy was able to get to beat Tyler Jones and the Big Picture simultaneously, and we'll see if that's going to be the outcome again on Saturday.
That's right. And then we also have the very first ever open weight championship introducing this title this Saturday. It's a very nice.
Look at that.
Ooh, look at that pretty thing.
I got the baby right here. Yeah, this I tell you what, this is a championship that we are super proud to have made. It does a lot of things. For those that have seen the actual design of the belt, it kind of taps into Shank's world, where when we were crafting the belt, I said the heavyweight title kind of pays homage to my uncle and his time with the USWA and the belt that was made back in the 90s. This is more the MMA, the UFC style belt, with our logo on it and kind of a different shape of the main belt, of the main plate there. But I wanted something that could honor Shank, and Shank was very touched by that, and he helped put together some of the stack plating ideas and stuff like that. So we came together to create a really cool belt, in my opinion. And I know that's me being me, but we love this, love the tag titles, and we'll talk about those in a bit. But this openweight championship match is another one where we had to change situations. Unfortunately, Ricky Bronson was injured in a match recently at Madhouse Wrestling. He's no longer able to compete. Who knows how long he's going to be out for, unfortunately. So we thought it was best that the man that Cole Cannon, a little chicanery at the end of that matchup cost Victor Payne his chance of being in this championship match. So we at Absolute Pro Wrestling said, you know what, we need to make this right, and we put Victor Payne into the finals. And now Victor Payne, especially he won in Fort Dodge, he won a number one contenders match there. We've told him that in no way, shape, or form will this affect it. If he isn't able to win, he's still going to have a guaranteed match in Fort Dodge because we promised our fans that. This kind of just fast tracks him a little bit to get the belt already to walk into a town he grew up in as champion. So this is a very big moment for Victor Payne and for Cole Cannon as well.
That's right. Real quick though, what's going on with the profile pic on YouTube, Thomas?
Oh yeah, that's me doing my my squinty French Stewart from Mad TV kind of look, man. Don't worry about that. Don't worry. That's just me playing characters, baby. That's still living a top shelf life, man. Come on. Don't try and skirt the topic at hand and talking about Absolute Pro Wrestling, man. Come on, dude.
I'm just saying, Prentice, you want someone representing you that looks like that?
You mean like it looks like this? This
Tom and I,
individual right here.
Listen, Tom and I, we go back and forth. Tom's got whatever vendetta with me. I hear it on commentary when I'm not around. I hear it. But you know what?
It's not a vendetta. You know what
it's
you did.
It sounds like a vendetta. I don't even know what I did.
Listen,
I've asked you at the bar. I've asked you before the show, and you ignore it. I call you, you ignore it. I text you, you ignore it. And I don't know.
We're not going to address it here tonight. Maybe after the show on
Maybe
Saturday.
after the show, Super Slam, we'll finally settle the beef.
Yeah, can you say it correctly, by the way? It's Super Slam.
Yeah, somebody asked if the name Super Slam is inspired by that famous John Cena video, and it is. It is. It was just something jokingly when we were talking about name titles for the show. I threw out Anniversary, which, whatever. Shank and I kind of threw out some ideas, and I said, why not just do the Super? And we both popped. We were both laughing our ass off about it, and we're like, you know what, that's what we're doing. We're doing Super Slam, and it kind of goes together well, and it is kind of weird. I know we're getting off track talking about the matches, but with the Super Slam, we kind of view Super Slam and our anniversary show. Gold Rush. Shank and I have both talked about this. We feel like that's kind of the biggest show of the year for us is Gold Rush. This is kind of the prelude before we get there. This is kind of in wrestling terms. You got Impact. They have their Slammiversary and Bound for Glory. That's kind of what this is for us. A chance to deliver, a couple big events in Waterloo.
Nice. Going into some more matches, though. Your boy Andy taking on the Death Dealer. I'm assuming this is stemming from that Fort Dodge show where Death Dealer laid a chop that about caved in your boy Andy. Killed him on the spot almost.
Poco. And Andy wants revenge. He is bound and determined to go after the Death Dealer. Shank, Shank will deny everything, by the way. I'm seeing in the comments here. He'll deny anything.
Mostly everything.
Be on a 6-hour phone call with him and then try and tell him the next day what he said. He'll be like, I never said it. But your boy Andy, he's hell bent on getting some type of revenge against the Death Dealer for that vicious chop they had in that tag match. And the Death Dealer's just wanting to put this annoying little gnat, down for the count and leave it behind him. But your boy Andy, he can be vindictive when he has a motive, man. He can be somebody to, not take lightly. And I think on Saturday night, a lot of people are going to look at the size difference and say advantage Death Dealer. But I look out for this matchup, guys. I think it's going to surprise a lot of people in the end.
Well, if you're just talking about chops, I know a lot of things about chops, but also the Death Dealer here has at one point challenged me to a match. So as I told Badger on commentary on Saturday, I am not afraid of the Death Dealer. So, if he gets out of line with your boy Andy, he might be dealing with top shelf.
Tom, you and I both know how that would end. One chop, you're tapping out. You're
I think
tapping
everybody
out.
knows how that would end.
Yeah.
First of all,
one chop.
I just want to point out one other thing though. I want you guys to let Andy know for sure and 100% fact that he is in fact not my boy.
Oh, come on, JR. He's got to be somebody's boy. He might as well be
I'm
yours.
sure he is somebody's boy.
no, he's your boy.
Yeah, he's your boy.
It's
How
your
about
boy
yeah,
Andy.
He's your boy, Andy. Tom,
He's not my
Tom-
boy. He's
Tom,
your boy.
Tom Ace and I mean, we all agree, right, guys? He is JR's boy.
Yeah, he's
Your
your boy.
Of all the things Tom and I can agree on, and include Ace in this, it's that he is your boy.
But
Your boy Andy.
it doesn't make sense to me.
Who would you rather have be your boy? Bryce Jordan or Andy?
Bryce
Well,
Jordan.
Ah,
when you put it that way, Andy's my boy.
Huh? Ah, see?
Yeah,
See,
when
you
you put
just
it
said
that
it.
way,
Clip it.
Andy is
Clip
my
it.
boy.
Clip it. Clip that, JR. Clip that, somebody. Ace, Tommy, clip that. Clip that real quick.
I don't do that shit, man. That's for our mods in here. She's like
We don't
Jesse.
have any mods.
It looks like
We
Jesse's a
do.
mod.
We got
Shanks
a lot
them
of
on.
them. They just never show
Shanks.
No, I
Shanks
thought
them
we had to redo it, didn't we?
I just want
No,
it
they
to
all
be
came
on
over from
forever.
WrestleMania.
You know what? They can do it on YouTube too. If you have the setting where you can clip the thing,
Yeah.
boom.
Oh.
Look at that. ZK47 taught me that. I'm an old man.
Nice,
Hmm.
nice.
Well,
All right, moving. Well, let's keep
wait.
moving. Oh, what?
Here's just I just want to have this up because I mean this is the third week in a row that Tom's been called a dick nose.
Dick nose.
Yeah, HCW's out of control too. I mean, he's saying I'm out of control. You're out of control. Calling me dick nose. There's nothing dickish about my nose. It's
This whole
pristine.
courtroom's
if
out of
anything.
order.
Yeah, this is a pristine nose. Okay.
Dick nose.
It's a normal nose, Tom. It's okay.
It's
Yeah,
normal.
It's
if it was a-
pristine. It's damn near glorious, is what it is. Okay.
glorious
Fits my
dick nose.
face perfectly. There's nothing dickish about it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, no.
Yeah,
fits your
you
face
got a lot of
perfectly.
pubic hair underneath it.
Motherfuckers. You guys better calm yourselves down right now, or I'm not going to continue this show. And you may not even see me in Waterloo. Who knows? Who knows?
Oh, you'll show up.
Away from absolute.
You'll show up.
And they'll crumble. They'll crumble over not having my music set up and everything. That's not true. They'll be fine.
All right. Next match, Dick Nose. We have Leo Santel taking on Ethan Everhart. This will be a good one. We saw Leo Santel over in Fort Dodge. Ethan was with us in Algona last weekend, so this will be a fun matchup right there. Leo Santel, new to the game.
Yeah, I mean, what a scathing promo Leo Santel put out on Ethan Everhart over the weekend. I mean, that guy has a lot of people talking. You know, Leo Santel is not just a replacement. You hear him talk about it. I think a lot of people kind of acknowledge that now. This guy, you know, gets the match because, yes, Lars Metzger gets hurt as well. Lars is on the show for a little bit of time. Originally, we are going to have Lars Metzger against Ethan Everhart after Lars cost Ethan the championship back in November. But
Allegedly.
well, not allegedly. He did. He played a huge factor in that title match. But
There's
I
video.
Ethan
think May started one of fair and
Ethan-
square. Come on.
Ethan wanted that redemption, and unfortunately, he's going to have to wait a little longer. But Leo Santel, he's looking to make an impact by going up against the hometown boy, going up against the guy that is one of the top stars in APW. He's looking to make a huge impression, in his first match in Waterloo. He even in a loss against Jimmy Wild in Fort Dodge, he put a lot of credibility down. He put his stock into APW, and I think a lot of people took note of what he was able to do against Jimmy Wild. So he's not a slouch. He's not somebody that Ethan, I'm sure, takes lightly. It's a match that I'm watching closely. I know Shank's watching closely, and I think fans are going to be, entertained by what happens in this one. But it's kind of a toss-up between who can come out of this one with a victory.
Well, let me ask you this. Can you sit Ethan Everhart's family on the other side of the ring from commentary? I am just sick and tired of his family and friends.
I can confirm they will be next to you. By the
Son
commentary.
of a bee sting. Come on, man.
You know what? I would like to do this. because I will not be able to come down, and I would love to be at the show.
Oh, yeah.
But what I'd like to do is I'd like to buy every member of Ethan Everhart's family some silly string to spray on Tom during the match. I would
Well,
be happy to do that.
The show is brought to you by Flooring Images. That is Ethan's family. So they do present this Super
Ugh.
Slam extravaganza.
God.
So I'm sure he'll have plenty of family on hand to say hi to
Fantastic.
Tom.
Wait. So I got to suck up to his family on this one too? Jesus. Relax. I got the deal. I got the deal, Prentice. You'll be fine.
It'll be okay.
I'll play nice for once.
I really hope someone brings a sign that says Dick Nose.
Well, I mean, unless HEW is going to drive all the way from Elkhart, Indiana to Waterloo, which actually, to be honest with you, it's probably only like a 7-hour drive. So
I don't know, but watch our social media later. I'll put Tom's address out there, and everyone just bombard him with mail that says Dick Nose.
Yeah, send him notes and say, "We love you" on the 2-count, Dick Nose.
Now,
why would you ever fucking dox me, you jackass? We work together. Here and at Absolute, and I help out with
Tom. Do you think he really is going to do that? Do you think that Ace is that
he's a spiteful
You're
little
so
man?
Wrong. This is something that you would do.
It's something that Malice would do.
Well, yeah,
it's definitely something Malice would do.
Who's going to argue with Malice?
The best thing that's ever happened, I think he told it on this show, is he put Tyler Jones's phone number on social media.
You did, yeah. Poor Tyler.
Who you can see Saturday in Waterloo.
That's right. You can also see this guy. He just won his second ever kickboxing match, and he's coming back to Absolute. JJ Garrett taking on the Lone Diamond, Jackson King. Got to watch out for those kicks with this guy. I know Jackson is super pumped for this match.
Yeah, I told Jackson, I said, if you don't win your fight, we're going Bill Watts style here. You can't be in the locker room, buddy. Sorry. You gotta win those shoot fights, baby boy. You gotta win those kickboxing matches. Gotta win those big events. But he did everybody proud, and we're super proud of Jackson King kicking some ass outside the ring and coming back into the ring against a big shooter as well. JJ Garrett's got a hell of an amateur wrestling background. If you have seen what he's able to do in the ring before, JJ's made appearances on AEW Dark Television. I believe, he's been I know in GCW. And several other spots, obviously, all over, not just the Midwest, but all over the U.S. He's a serious threat coming in, making his APW debut, which is really cool. We got several of those happening this weekend. Debuts, returns, all sorts of things happening. Shenanigans galore at Absolute Pro Wrestling this coming Saturday night at the Pavilion. But I'm looking forward to this one. Unique clash of styles. Jackson King... it's interesting because when you see a guy go into that world, go into that, realm of things, it's interesting to see what they carry back into professional wrestling, what they use to their advantage in a match. But because there's rules in both worlds, but they're a little looser in one than versus the other.
Yeah, it's gonna be good though. Jackson is on a roll though. So it's good to see that happening for the kid. We're going to move into our next match. We haven't seen this guy since the debut show a year ago, taking on somebody we've been seeing a lot of recently here at Absolute Pro Wrestling. That's Bam Bam Bundy coming back up to take on the big picture. 2 big-ass dudes going to be going at it.
Yeah, this was a match that came together kind of late in the game where we're like, you know what, do we got room for another match on the show? Like, can we make this really big? And, obviously, the big picture, having a hell of a run right now with Absolute Pro Wrestling. I know he just lost a match, but you know what? You take that into effect, okay, cool. He's lost, I believe, a match, and that's it with us. Otherwise, win. The guy, he's having a hell of a run right now. I know he's having a lot of fun. He likes beating the crap out of people. And Bam Bam Bundy, like you said, hasn't been with us since debut show. This is a good return for him against a big opponent. Both people looking forward to this matchup. It's Godzilla versus Godzilla. I don't know. I mean, King Kong, I guess against Godzilla, but it's going to be, a big monster match. I know we love those big hoss fights. I know Badger is just going wild right now at his house, anticipating this hoss match because he loves those things.
Yeah, this is definitely like a remake of the Rampage video game in a ring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. Who did Bam Bam Bundy fight against the first show?
Gable Galileo was his first opponent. So originally Bam was set to participate in Gold Rush, and things changed. He got hurt. He had a hip injury that put him on the shelf in Tennessee and anywhere else for that matter. And so he's gotten over that finally. And this is, his first trip back to Iowa. He's doing really well, after that injury. So I think this is probably one of his biggest tests, really to date, not just in APW, but really in his career. Because you got like big picture doesn't, you don't find guys like him in Tennessee or Arkansas or Kentucky or whatever. Big picture, he's a unique individual, man.
This is very, very true. It's going to be a really good match. So before we get to our 2 other title matches, did I cover all the rest?
I believe we're good so far. I do want to make a mention of 2 things. So we said Ricky Bronson is injured. We said that Ace was not going to be on commentary this weekend. The reason why Ace is not going to be on commentary, besides fulfilling his ring announcing duties this weekend, Ricky Bronson will be debuting on the commentary team with Absolute Pro Wrestling. We wanted to keep him a part of things because we look at him as a very valued person within our promotion, within our family, and he's somebody who has busted his ass. He's going to bust his ass in this rehab. He'll be back stronger, better than ever before. He's already been putting in this work, and he got to a place mentally where he was just ready to take the ball and run with it. And I have no doubt he probably would have taken Cole Cannon to the woodshed, and he may have been the first openweight champion for APW, but now it's we'll never know kind of thing. But what we do know is he will be at the Super Slam this weekend. He'll be on commentary with Badger and with Tom, and I hope that's enough for Tom because man, those are two of the wildest personalities with Badger Calhoun and Ricky Bronson there.
I hope Ricky Bronson punches you right in the mouth.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's get this straight. All right, if Badger goes all crazy like he did the last Waterloo show and abandons
which one?
The last Waterloo show, if Badger abandons the commentary table, I'm going to say he's never allowed back. But I'm sure you have other plans. All right. Oh. And if Ricky Bronson does try to punch me in the mouth, Ace, I will probably take it. That man genuinely actually kind of terrifies me with his energy levels. Like you got to tone it down before you can get to the ring, let alone the commentary table. So,
wow, man,
I got a lot of respect for
baby.
Is the shoulder he injured his hidden shoulder?
So the shoulder that he injured is actually the opposite shoulder than the one he injured at first. Right. So it popped out during the match he had at Madhouse a few weeks back, and it sucks. It's one of those where you hate to see this happen to somebody who has put in so much work and has been trying to better himself in and out of the ring, and is somebody who is a legitimate threat to a championship. It hurts that we don't have him on the team right now wrestling, but at the same time, we just want that guy to be healthy, mentally, physically, emotionally, and he's confident. The first night was a little rough talking with him, but you got to understand, the guy he's a strong man. He's a strong-headed man, and until you go through it yourself, you really don't know what to think. You really don't know how to feel. And all we could really do that night was just kind of give him those thoughts. Hey, man, tonight's tonight. You're going to be hurting for a little bit. Tomorrow's a new day. We're working towards this. We're working towards, the goal of you getting back bigger, healthier, stronger than ever before. And he's got a good mindset and outlook right now. He's he's been messaging me all week saying he's ready. He's ready for rehab. He's ready to be there this weekend, and just to get to work on this new endeavor with APW.
All right. Well, I'll let you know right now if he steps out of line at the commentary table. I have no problem with dislocating the other shoulder. Okay.
You
don't mess with the top shelf, baby.
Well, one other thing too that we can promote on the show here, we got some stuff to give away this weekend, or I shouldn't say give away. We got some stuff to sell. These photos that I can show you here because it's a nice little collage I got done here.
Were all those done by Tag Team Photography?
They were all done by Tag Team Photography and also by my cousin Taylor Prentice.
Oh, nice.
With Vivacious Photos. All those photos you just saw there, we got Joey Jojo, Ethan Everhart, Maddie Starr, Ricky Bronson, Maddie and the Shank sharing a moment in the ring, Victor Payne, Jimmy Wild, and the Cowboys from Hell. These will all be signed by the talents. They will be on sale for $5. Even the dual signed ones will be on sale for $5. You can get those and enjoy that little memento, a little token there from Absolute Pro Wrestling this week, and we'll have again those photos on sale for $5. Hell of a deal. They're 4x6s. Nice little thing you can put in a little frame. Put it with your big 8x10s, whatever you want to do. You can do that. So those will be on sale this weekend.
Hell yeah! What's up, Clint? Mr. Malice.
Clint.
Tax is stuff. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Okay, we're gonna get back to this then. Those are the two things of business. Let's get to the two big matches. First one is the Absolute Pro Wrestling Championship title up for grabs. Maddie Starr and against someone I'm not familiar with this person. So fill me in, Prentice.
Yeah, Vic Capri, one of the biggest and best stars in the Midwest. You'll mostly see him in the Illinois area. He is coming off a run as the Dreamwave champion. A lot of people have their eyes on this matchup because of how big a star Vic Capri is and how great a champion in some people's minds, I guess, Maddie Starr is. You take away all the chicanery, you take away all the, I guess, you could say the bitterness, the assholeness of Maddie Starr. You take all that away and you look at the talent itself. Maddie Starr is obviously one of the best in the Midwest, and he can prove himself time in and time out here, there, and anywhere. Vic Capri is somebody that has been a top request of Maddie Starr for a while. He's somebody that Maddie has wanted to be in the ring against. He faced him years and years ago for Blitz, when he was running there. And these two, I mean, they've had a bitter feud over there at Blitz. He retired at one point, Vic Capri. Made him go away from Blitz in a ladder match. One of the most controversial ladder matches Blitz ever had. So they come to clash in Waterloo at the Pavilion this Saturday night. Vic Capri, he's gone up against Maddie. He's gone up against Christian Rose. That's the man who dethroned him of the championship. Vic's been on AEW television before as well. Vic is a mean-looking man. You saw the picture right there. He's jacked, stacked, and ready to go, man. He's going to be a hell of a threat to that championship. This is probably Maddie's biggest threat since becoming champion, just because they haven't faced each other in so long. There's a lot of unknown as to what Vic can do now versus 10, I believe, 12 years ago when they last touched. So this is a match that I'm looking forward to, and I think fans, they're going to be in for a huge treat with these two on Saturday night.
I agree. It's going to be one hell of a match. Maddie, I do have to say this. I don't know if I necessarily want him to win, but I have a feeling he'll win. But that's because Maddie Starr seems to always have a few tricks up his sleeve to usually tip the boat in his favor. But we'll see what happens because, yeah, it also looks like Vic could literally crush him.
Well, and another thing to think about, too, you talk about the, what's the ace up the sleeve. Man, I don't know. With Lars Metzger on the show, who's he got for backup? I mean, nobody else in that locker room gives a damn about Maddie Starr, if you ask me, unless your name's Tom. Although even Tom, I think there's some days where he doesn't care either. But Maddie Starr has little to no friends left, not just in our locker room, but really anywhere in life.
Listen, it's not that I don't care about Maddie Starr. He has some troubles with me. and he's shown that.
Which I don't
a couple
blame
different
him.
times.
You
Honestly,
treated him like a douche.
I mean, yeah, kind of a dick nose thing when you're like, why should I care about your match? Like, you know, like
Listen.
sell me on your match, dog. You're in the main event. Sell me on your match.
Listen, I blame that on Ace, and he knows fucking better than to throw it to the guy who's just trying to get back in the roll of things. Okay, Matt doesn't want to hear this excuse either, but Matt gave me 2 chops out of the fucking blue the last time we were in Waterloo, so...
You deserve 2 more chops for trying to make me your fall guy for that.
Shut your damn mouth, Ace. All right, if anything, you know you deserve.
You could have been on the show for an hour and asked that. It would still been a dumb question. So that
it was a dumb question. I'll admit that. But of course, when you just throw it to me when I just get back on air,
nope. You know better than that. This ain't your first rodeo. You've been doing podcasts how long, bro?
Well, not with interviews and shit like that. At that point, you fucking asshole. Yeah. Oh, okay. I have no idea what's going on, so let's throw it to the fucking Tom with a question. Hey, everybody. What's your style?
Just admit that you fucked up. It's cool.
It's okay to be wrong, Tom.
It's all right. It's all right. You can't.
First of all,
always.
I feel like
every moment can't be top shelf.
First of all, how dare you? Every moment can be top shelf. You don't know any better because you're not living that top shelf life. So maybe first of all, Ace, just relax on that kind of comment. Second of all, fucking how dare you both? Okay, I feel like I'm being peer pressured into trying to think that I'm wrong somehow. Okay, JR, you're a fool for thinking this is a good idea.
He took his pills early tonight. Don't worry.
No, I get tired of you trying to make.
JJ's right, Tom.
I mean, you're trying to make something out of nothing, and
take it easy.
Your fake outrage is lost on damn near 12 people. So,
you know what, JR, that's a lot of talking and saying very little. Okay. So first of all, I want to tell you right now, I'm sick and tired of your attitude, Mr. Oh, my day job is so exhausting and blah, 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 blah. Listen here, man. Okay. Not only do I live that top shelf life, I work my ass off and then I come here and give the best damn performance any of us ever give every fucking week. Okay. And the people know it. Okay. That's why I am the real draw, the only draw on this damn show. So everybody needs to give me some fucking respect. Gosh damn it.
I would say that's debatable, but that's giving you way too much credit.
And I agree with Ace. So and I hate to interrupt because I know we still have more to talk about this fantastic show down in Waterloo that Jason Prentices and Shanky are putting on. But I want to do a quick little survey of the folks that are viewing with us now. And please, if you think Tom is out of his fucking mind,
for you, Tom.
Click a 0. And if you think Tom is absolutely right in his disdain and outrage over his fucked up personality, go ahead and put a T for Tommy.
You made both of those options sound very negative towards me no matter what the fuck they put in chat, you fucking ass.
They're not. See, look, nobody respects Top Shelf Tom. Nobody.
That's Texas. Yeah, that's Texas theft. He is a nobody.
Look, O's.
Oh, so our account just decided to put it in a 0?
I don't
Get
know.
the fuck out of here.
You might have typed that in as far as
I didn't type it. Why would I type that in for myself? Here's what I would do.
Because you're it's the pity.
I mean, I don't know. Look, Tom puts in T for himself. Oh, multiple times.
Yeah, you're fucking right, I am.
And vote for yourself often. So many true zeros.
Yeah. See, and yeah, Shanky, he knows. He's living that top shelf life. Him and Bryce both top shelf individuals, okay? The boys, top shelf. Let's just get into that, huh?
Shank's only
Tag team ladder match, triple threat, baby.
Shank's only siding with you because he's mad at me because I'm saying I'm the future owner of WCW and I haven't gotten a contract yet. That's why he's mad. That's why he's only siding with you.
I'll tell you what, the only thing top shelf about Saturday is the main event.
Yeah.
And that is the triple threat.
Hold on.
Absolute, shut up. Absolute Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championship triple threat ladder match. Chillaleo. You got the Cowboys from Hell, the Boys, brought to you by Tag Team Photography, and we will crown the very first APW Tag Team Champions. Oh boy, this is gonna get nuts.
This is exciting too.
Yeah, this is a monumental match for the tag division for Absolute Pro Wrestling. Crowning our first tag champions. It was no easy thing to do. Trying to figure out who are the right guys to put into the situation, who are the guys that you put into a tournament to decide. The boys made it easy when they won in Fort Dodge back in February to say, okay, they've beaten the Cowboys from Hell twice now. They gotta have a spot. The Cowboys were gonna be, and they were in the last qualifying match back in March in Waterloo against Diamonds of Violence. Chill Leo, they beat Jameis McGregor and AC Riley, who debuted as a tag team and honestly killed it. Even in a losing effort, they crushed that opportunity, man. They did a great job. Some people say, well, they didn't win. Yeah, well, you can still gain some ground even in a loss, man. You learn more from a loss than you do from a win. A stupid coach said that once from Green Bay, as us Vikings fans would say. But no, it's definitely it's a huge match. I feel as though the experience factor from Justin and Aaron is kind of one of the biggest keys to this. Justin Decent has a promo that we're going to release here this week, talking about his experience. That guy has teamed up with so many people in his career, and he's won tag titles with all those people. He has done some monumental things in the tag division alone in the state of Iowa. And he talked about that experience. And Aaron Von Buren and him, they've been tag champions at Impact Pro Wrestling. They've done it, I believe, 2 times. And they had long, successful reigns. People want to talk about, well, hey, what about 4-time tag champs? Hey, you win the belt 4 times, you got to lose it 4 times eventually. So these guys, they had 2 long, successful reigns, that being the Cowboys from Hell. Chill Leo, of course, they're currently tag champs over at Madhouse. They just beat Justin Decent and Malice. Maybe that plays a factor. The boys, they've never together held tag gold, but they've seen success where Bryce is a former heavyweight champion with Impact Pro Wrestling. Shank has won the Rugged tag team titles with Cole Cannon, Aaron Von Buren. He's been able to do those things and have success in his own right as a champion. So all these guys have had championship success. It all comes to a head. Like I said, I don't know if the experience factor may favor Justin and Aaron a little bit, but really, it's all thrown out the window when you have all those guys collide. 6 people, their goal is to climb the ladder, and I think there's going to be a lot of chaos en route to them pulling down the tag titles.
Here's what I like about this matchup.
Yeah, Impact Pro Wrestling Champion 2. Yep, Shank.
Yeah. So on one hand, you've got a team that is brutal. All right. On the other hand, you have a team in Chillaleo. I mean, the Cowboys from Hell, brutal. Cowboys from Hell, but Chillaleo find ways to win, possibly devious, sometimes underhanded, but always find a way to win. And then when you talk about the boys, you've got a spectacular professional wrestler who is trying to find a way to win, even though he's handicapped by the piece of crap partner that he has. And it's a fascinating matchup, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, you also look at you got 2 guys. They're in their hometown, main eventing one of the biggest events that we're putting together and putting out there in Waterloo. That's a lot of pressure too. Can they handle that pressure? We saw Shank. Shank almost overcame all that, overcame the pressure, overcame having to go through that last time out in Waterloo. He fell short off a technicality, if you will. But now that they're together, and Shank, I apologize, I didn't mention he was a IPW tag champion. I couldn't think of the letters IPW, though I just said IPW with Bryce Jordan the time before that. My bad. Max Steel Mafia with Max Steel. So it's so weird how all these teams kind of intertwine with each other. With Max teaming before with Shank, Aaron teaming before with Shank, Justin, losing to Chill Leo recently. Like, it's just weird how they all kind of intertwine in this matchup. It's kind of like this is a culmination of all these years of these guys going at it against each other.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of
Cherry
fun.
7 Up.
I don't know. It's a hard one to pick. I mean, I know Top Shelf's going for the boys because they're all top shelf.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Oh, I have no dog in this race here, okay?
Whoa.
All these guys.
Whoa, are you letting them down, Tom?
Are you now treating the boys like a dick nose?
Ooh.
No. First of all, you fucking Judases, would you give me a fucking break in a second to just go ahead and say my fucking piece here? I'm clearly rooting for the boys. But I know as a commentator, I cannot cheer on anybody more than anybody else. Okay? I'm going to call this thing right down the middle as best as I can. Do I want the boys to win? Absolutely. Okay? So those are my boys. Those are my friends. Those are my homies. They're living that top shelf life. But I want to go back for a second to what Ace said going into this preview for this match, saying that this is the only thing that's top shelf on the whole weekend. That's a lie. All right? I'm going to be there for every match. So every match is going to be top shelf, Ace. All right? Mind your business. Mind your P's and Q's. Dot your I's, cross your T's, and go ahead and go fuck yourself. How about that?
Put some respect on it.
Yeah,
Put some respect on his name.
Every match is going to be top shelf. No credit to you, sir. But every match.
I didn't ask for credit. I'm just saying they are. Dickhead.
Right, yeah. Nothing to do with you, though.
Fucking
right.
clown. Judases.
Hey, man. Don't get mad that you're suck. Anyways, it's going to be one hell of a main event. Ladder match. It's going to get insane. There's going to be broken bodies. That's the part I'm excited for. I'm excited to see who's not walking away after this because we know all 6 of these guys will put their body on the line to get these tag team titles. That's been proven in the past, so it's going to get crazy. One hell of a night of wrestling. JR, you want to click on that? I got it. I got it. I was just clicking on that. Oh. Saturday night, guys. It's the Absolute Pro Wrestling 1-year anniversary show, the Super Slam. Get your tickets right now. APW Tix at yahoo.com. Second row still available, or is that sold out as well?
Yeah, second row is available. Very limited. We're about under 15 at this point. So folks have basically up until showtime to get those tickets if they can. Or we got a few people wanting to get some reserved, though. They're just getting final numbers on that. So get your tickets while you can for this super-sized event, the anniversary show for Absolute Pro Wrestling. And that's Super Slam this Saturday night in Waterloo.
By the way, congratulations on 1 year, Jason. Fantastic job with APW in building the momentum that you clearly are riding on. And you've got so many shows booked. The momentum is great for APW. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, we're super proud of everything we've built within a year, as we talked about earlier. This year, you look at last year, we did about 4 or 5 shows total. And this year, we're looking to do about 16, 17 total at the end of the year. When you add in, we have a fair show. We have that now going on. We have the Revenge at Riverbend show, where whether he's champion or not, Matty Starr is going to face the Shank in his home area. And yes, congratulations, Jason. Shank gets credit as well. He knows it. He's being Shank. I'll get you a spot on WCW, I swear.
He's being Rick knows.
Yeah, he's no, but doing this with Shank has been a huge pleasure. We love all these shows that we're able to be a part of, and we love creating with talents that have been able to be a part of these shows with us. Like I said, we look forward to the Iowa Falls show in July. We look forward to Cassuth County Fair this year, and growing hopefully even more in 24. We're looking at possibly over 20 shows next year in 2024. So we're trying to get those things finalized as well here over the summer months.
And certainly, I did not want to leave you out, Shanky, because you know I love you.
Oh, you
and I know
did.
how
You
much.
fucked up. You fucked
know
up,
I
JR.
did. I know
You
I
fucked
did.
up. Hey,
But-
to quote somebody I know, you kind of did a dick nose thing there.
I pulled a dick nose.
You
I pulled a
dick
Tom
nose.
on. I'm sorry, Shank. I pulled a Tom on you.
First of all, I think HCW owes us some money for this fucking bullshit harassment that he's been fucking throwing us on. We're only 100-bit donation away from a hype train, so somebody should give it to us for all the harassment I've been taking tonight. Second of all, it's not pulling a Tom, JR. Okay, pulling a Tom is living your best life and letting everybody else know about it. Okay, so that's the top shelf. Okay.
Yeah, I would gladly go and ask Maddie
Thank you,
Starr
Big
if
Earn.
that's the case.
You know what? I don't
Months-
need your fucking bullshit, dude. You're so full of shit, JR. I swear to God. Thank you, Dan, for the 100 bits. Look at that. Level 2, 16%. Nice. Awesome.
Go, boys. Go.
That's the shit. I mean, I have to do a lot of the work myself, but, fucking no help to these fucking losers. Fucking my own cohorts around here don't even know how to fucking run this goddamn show.
What are you talking
Don't worry,
about?
everybody. I'll keep the shape running in a straight fucking line across this
What shape are
vast
you
ocean
keeping
of
running?
chicanery.
What shape are you keeping running? Oh, thanks, Danny.
The ship.
Circle.
Ship.
Yeah, you
Round.
said shape though.
I said
Anyways,
ship. You
said
fucking
shape.
deaf jackass.
Oh,
Turn up the
shape.
fucking mic.
Oh
Turn
no,
the
I can
volume.
hear it loud and clear because you yell a lot. Like,
I have to
you
yell.
are no. Here's the deal, Tom. You are the draw. You are the draw of the 2 count. You are
course.
100% of the draw. Because if you weren't here, we would have no one to make fun of, and the chat room would be very disappointed in that. So I mean, you are the draw, sir. You do get that credit. Just quit crying about it, though. All right.
I'm not crying
didn't
about
want
it.
the
I
heat,
want the
you should've
respect
fucking-
that I've
Well,
earned.
I mean, you've got all the respect that Dick Nose
this
deserves.
is about as most respect you're gonna get. You should probably just take it and be happy.
Why is it the most that I'm going to get? Again, I am not only contributing to this show, but I help as much as I can with Absolute Pro Wrestling. And this jackass of an owner that we have here is showing me zero to no respect. Thank God Shanky's around. Otherwise, I probably would just say, cut it all off. You want to air the dirty laundry apprentice? Here we go.
Shank, you're going to let Dick Nose talk to your business partner like this?
I wouldn't.
He's already taking out the headphones. Prentice is still here. He's just not engaging with us.
Oh, I'm here. I'm just letting you talk.
Here we go.
I'm letting you talk. You got to get out of your system. I want you to get out of your system before Saturday, before Ricky Bronson and Badger, just drain you, because I know that you're looking forward to that so much.
Yeah, when I gotta carry those idiots, just like I carry these 2 idiots every fucking week. Hooray! How about that, huh? It's so good to be in the biz, everybody. Be in the business, they said. Tom, you're a natural.
It'll
Go
be
ahead.
fun.
Do
It'll be fun,
commentary.
like
Who told you that? Who possibly told you that?
Can someone get a meme of Tom doing the sitting down doing the "this is fine" with the fire behind him? Can somebody get that made for Tom? Tom,
There's no fire around me. Fire's down deep.
Hey, take a 2 count. Breathe in, breathe out. Get a
Big
drink.
Earn's a fan.
Okay.
I know this. Big Earn is a top shelf fan for sure.
Yeah, he's the one who subscribed for the 5th month. Congratulations, Big Earn. He's the reason we got into the hype train. Him and Dan putting us over the edge a little bit there. See?
Go, boys.
Jay did all the work, and myself getting us to it. Those guys just put us over the edge. See? It's a
Kill
team effort,
yourself,
everybody.
Tommy. Kill yourself.
Whoa. You
That's
can't be
Dick
saying that,
Nose.
McMahon.
That's
You can't be saying that.
That's not very
I
nice.
can say what I want. I'm Vincent Kennedy McMahon, damn it.
If I'm honest, I'm not real happy with.
You can't say go kill myself. That can't be said on Twitch, probably.
I'm a bit shocked, to be honest.
On that note, Ace, it's been fun knowing you. Sorry that Twitch
Oh
canceled
no, that's
you.
Vince McMahon who's going to get canceled for that one.
Yeah,
He
I would
appears
never
every once
say
in a while.
that.
He has control over
Oh,
the
he's
show
getting-
too.
Vince is getting everybody canceled. That's what's happening now.
I don't
Cancel
give a
himself.
fuck.
I'm sorry. It's just
He does
it's
give a fuck.
Stupidest, but the funniest.
Especially considering Ace was a little early on that one, you stupid moron.
Yeah.
Fucking wait till the fucking graphic comes up before you start, you dimwit. God.
Ooh, Dan's old school though. Dan's the original OG for the 2 count.
Yeah.
Dan, I didn't
19
acknowledge it
months.
because I didn't see it. I apologize, sir.
19 months. I didn't even know we were doing this show for 19 months.
Yeah, we're gonna have to bring
Wow.
like a little present on the boat there for Danny boy
Yeah.
when we go on the cruise there in January.
Let's be really honest here, boys, because we were over on John Russell's JR's old channel before, so
That's
19 months. It's not possible for the actual 2 count channel.
Yeah, no, he started with the Mass Comedian XCast, so
Yeah.
yeah. Danny is the OG. First episode he joined us was when we had Brad Williams on the show. So, real quick, one more time though, Jason Prentice, Absolute Pro Wrestling Super Slam going down this Saturday at the National Cattle Congress Pavilion, where just the best people in the world. So join us for that $10 general admission, brought to you by Flooring Images Installation. So make sure you check those guys out in that area, and we will be there. Tommy will be there doing the calling. Come see him. You never know what's going to happen at the commentary table when he's sandwiched between Badger Calhoun and Ricky Bronson. And I'll be in the ring doing the ring announcing. It's going to be all kinds of fun stuff. Oh, Tom, you got called a racist. Why were you being racist?
Call me a racist. Is that
Who
true?
was he being
Texas
racist to?
Is that taxes theft?
Yeah.
Of course it is.
All
Fucking idiot.
right. I'm gonna pull this up here. Jason, you got a light, bro? Getting pretty dark over there.
It is getting pretty dark. I'm getting ready to have me some steak here, boys.
Get at it, sir.
I'm going to have me a nice ribeye here, and we'll see you guys, except for JR, because he hates professional wrestling.
Not
He's a
true.
loser.
Not true.
He's a loser.
That's so cool. Oh, my name's JR, and I hate Tom and Ace, but I hate, Jason Prentice the most.
That's not true. That's not true.
So, man.
Says it all the time.
I hate Bryce Jordan the most.
JR wants to be a hermit.
No, that's not true.
With that said, I'll see you guys on Saturday. Thank you guys for having me. Appreciate your time.
We'll see you, buddy. We'll see everybody in
Bye,
Waterloo,
Francis.
Iowa this Saturday night. Let's get into Backlash, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Well, first of all, did you two watch it?
I watched most of it. I started a little late, and fell asleep at the end. So, there you go.
Okay.
So you probably missed 2 of the best moments on the show. At least.
Did you see the Bad Bunny and Damian Priest?
Bad Bunny and Priest was, I thought, an awesome match and an awesome story.
So you fell asleep during Brock.
Yeah, because
No, he probably fell
I
asleep
knew
during
what
that
was
trios
going to
match.
happen.
Yeah, but he didn't wake up for Brock and Cody either. Which that trios match, though, supposed to be in the kind of like let people come back down, that had some pretty exciting moments on it, because that's really, I mean, like they really laid the groundwork for the fact that like the Usos and Solo.
Oh yeah, I watched that. I saw that.
Oh well, then you saw most of it. What are you talking about?
Well,
Yeah, Bad Bunny wrestled his 3rd match.
And Bad Bunny he's not quite the natural that Logan Paul is, but
He's up there.
He works his ass off, and I mean he did a lot more stuff that I didn't expect he was going to do.
They had a whole chunk of time too. Well, let's go through the matches here. We had that 6-way, the Matt Riddle, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn versus Usos and Solo. Again, a lot of this was laying the groundwork of, I think we're going to see Jey Uso get ousted by the Bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe both, but it really does feel like it's going to Jey and Jey only, right?
I think so.
Okay, quick. I do want to. Sorry. Dan said he was in Vegas for a Gene Simmons event, so he missed it. Like, what was the event, Dan? Did you like literally go to Vegas just to have dinner with Gene Simmons? Like, what did that all entail? Like, how much does that cost somebody? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. So how much did you pay for this dinner of tongues?
Yeah, how many times while you guys were eating was his tongue like just falling out? Oh, let me put that back in.
And plus, it'd be interesting to see how he eats with that big ass tongue.
Yeah, right. Yeah, watch it, Tina. It's a good show. Yeah, so that was cool because we got some groundwork there, my friend. Oh, very cool. We then HCW said it. Rhea Ripley, Zelina Vega. It was a fun match. It was a really good match. Really leaned into the Zelina Vega Puerto Rican heritage.
I think they did a great job of making those people in Puerto Rico feel like they were really part of the show, drawing on all of the backgrounds of the people that are wrestling that are Puerto Rican. I thought they did a great job, and the crowd was hot as hell and loud as hell.
Crowd hot. Crowd was incredible.
Well, I mean, honestly, with that Zelina Vega and Rhea Ripley match, the pageantry of Zelina Vega's entrance, though, with the giant Puerto Rican flag as like basically a wing set, very nice. Her attire for the event was great. Probably a little too emotional. We probably haven't seen that much emotion in a ring since Sasha and Bianca at WrestleMania. But honestly, yeah, huge event for her and all of the Puerto Ricans. I will say this though too: it's very fun to have all the commentary and even the ring announcing be all in English, and then when they go to do the count, uno, dos. Ah, dude, that was actually I'm gonna start trying to do that every time I go to shows now. Just start a uno, dos. Trace count, man, because fuck yeah, dude.
Oh, so
that was fun.
We should have gotten some Cinco de Mayo shirts made for us that were the dose count.
Oh yeah.
Damn it, Tom. Where was that idea like a week ago?
Well, I didn't think about it because again, I don't speak Spanish.
No, but that's a really good idea for next year. We'll have to remember that one. If you guys want a dose count shirt, let us know. Yeah, dude, it was fun though. It was a lot of fun when they would count. But I mean, it was super hot crowd. I'm with you, Tommy. I do kind of wish Zelina would have dialed the tears back just a little bit. It kind of did take away because you got Rhea Ripley, who's just a badass in there too. Plus, you got to really play up that there's that huge size difference, and it was hard when she was just crying the whole time. Oh, hang on. Dan said dinner at Voodoo Restaurant at Rio, meet and greet, 8-song show for him and his solo band, and a box of memorabilia signed by him from his personal storage warehouse dating back to the 80s. $5,000. Wow, I hope you got some cool shit. I wonder, like, what kind of shit he was keeping for.
What was the coolest stuff you got, Dan?
It's just like used condoms. There you go.
Yeah, this is one I fucked Shannon Tweed with.
That's perfect for a Gene Simmons memorial thing. I then froze this, and now here's his DNA. Y'all want little Gene Simmons?
You need a picture of Gene Simmons now, so we can talk over that too.
Yep.
Hey guys, just wanted to let you guys know. This is Gene Simmons from Kiss. I don't even know how his fucking voice sounds like. He just always sounds tired to me.
Yeah, no, he always looks tired too. Vegas Tears made the match for me. We both finished. That's good. Yeah, no, it was a good match. I like that she grabbed the sandal and threw it at her very loudly.
Yes.
I kind of wish that would have like happened a little later, maybe. Like, didn't need to just do that right off the beginning of the match, but whatever. Still a great match. You knew Rio was going to win, so it is what it is. Seth Rollins and Amos. I hate Amos. I will tell you that, but I will tell you this. That match proved how fucking good Seth Rollins is. Yeah. While watching that match, I was like, damn, Amos don't look that bad tonight.
It's the best he's ever looked. It's the best Amos has ever looked.
You're not wrong, and actually there is one move set that they gave him that I think actually could make Omos look better is when he hits Snake Eyes, because it's a very easy move for a big man to hit. You know, you already got the guy up higher, you hit him in the top turnbuckle, or you let him go, then you go run the ropes and you give him the big boot. I mean, nobody can do it as well as Taker, but, you know, to be able to hit that as a big man, it does make a little bit more credibility to his character. I've been reading some reports though with him losing in Backlash that apparently Triple H doesn't really want him there. So
I heard that, but I also heard he really impressed people with that match. So we'll
Right.
see what they go. We'll see where they go. This was a little bit further of blowing off stuff, I think, for whatever Triple H has planned going, and so which we kind of saw some of that. We saw the Wave reunite last night. We saw Becky Lynch come back, get to carry on the program with Trish Stratus. So I mean, we're seeing things take shape. But yeah, like I said, I'm not a big Amos guy, but I mean that was the best he looked. And again, Seth Rollins can make anybody look good. He really is like this generation's like Flair. Dude's pretty amazing. We go into which another just fucking banger, dude. Bianca Belair and Io Sky. This was Io Sky's best match since she's been in WWE. Like, this was the real Io Sky. This is what she was doing before WWE. It was great to let her see her fucking go finally.
It's kind of a reminder of some of the stuff she did with when she was in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it goes back to the fact that was the way that Triple H saw her and let her work. And then when she came up to the main roster, Vince sort of fucked it up.
Like he always does.
Yes.
Well,
I didn't see what Dan's. Okay, Dan had a prototype poster from Detroit Rock City movie. That's pretty cool.
An audio master tape from the 95-96 Kiss convention and much more.
Oh, geez.
Wow, dude. I mean,
that is some good stuff.
It's worth that money if you're a fan.
Cummerbund from his wedding?
Oh, that's definitely covered in semen.
It was probably used as a rag that night.
Yeah.
He's choking himself with his cummerbund. Go on! Go!
I said a rag, not a noose, but whatever.
Well, I will definitely look it up.
Gene Simmons seems like the kind of guy that's into some really freaky shit, though.
Oh, you think?
For how many women he claims he's banged. Is he the one that says he has a Polaroid of everyone he's banged?
No, I think that's the disgruntled clown.
Ronald McDonald has a fucking photo album like that?
No, Ronald McDonald's not disgruntled. If you've heard of the disgruntled clown, haven't you?
No.
You haven't?
No.
He's a comedian who decided and based he did makeup and a clown suit based on Kiss, black and white, half and half, and did face paint based on Kiss, and calls himself the disgruntled clown, and does literally no more than 5 minutes of his set about being a clown. But it was his gimmick, and it's the reason that I'm still trying to, be able to do 3 or 4 or 5 lines of ventriloquism, so I can call myself the disgruntled ventriloquist, and then just do some shit at the front and then do my regular act.
You know how earlier you were making snoring sounds when I was fucking talking?
Nope.
Oh, how quickly you forget.
But
no, thank you. I'll try and check him out or something like that. Thank you for that information, JR.
I'll tell you
that's how being a polite individual is right there, you jackass.
I'll tell you the full story of the disgruntled clown and having worked with him. There were a lot of times he'd come to Minnesota and I got hooked up with Craig Allen, put me on to be his feature act, and it's a whole story in and of itself.
Okay. Sweet. We'll talk about another time.
I was gonna say, I didn't know if you were getting into it or what you were doing.
I'm not gonna. I don't feel like talking about it now. I'm more interested in the stuff that Dan has, and I'll definitely look it up on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Anyways, real quick, Bianca Belair, Io Sky, great match. Definitely looks like they're gonna also take Io Sky out of Damage Control.
Well, because they basically cost her the match.
And Michael Cole made that comment on the commentary booth about how Bailey's actually hindering her and holding her back. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Well, that's Michael Cole hating on Bailey still. Okay, man, come on.
Best feud in the business. Hey, ding dong! Hey, ding dong, Michael! God, she needs to do more of that. She hasn't been doing that. Oh, Dan just sent 11 photos. All right. I'm going to look at him later, Danny, but I can't wait to see those. And then we go into and this is in no order, but then we had the Triple Threat United States Championship match. Austin Theory, Bob Lashley, Bronson Reed. Great match. Another really good match. I'm even coming around on good old Bob Lashley. I really was hoping they'd pull the trigger on Bronson Reed right here.
Yeah. It's kind of a shame. It's clear that Bronson Reed has got something that is sort of lacking, I think, on the roster. He fills a good spot, and I think he brings an energy that maybe helps Bob Lashley become a little more interesting. Maybe. Does that make sense?
Sure.
It can. I don't know. I wish it would have been Bronson Reed and then taking Austin Theory out of this rivalry, if you will. I think it's way more important for WWE to have like a Haas versus Haas match at this point, man, because we just don't really see it all that often. Two big guys, one can play the heel, one can play the face, and the way that everybody's cheering for Bronson Reed and the way he's still acting, it still would maybe be a bit convoluted between the two, but I think it'd work at this moment.
I think so too. I do like how they had Theory win it, though. If you're going to keep it on him, I think that was a great way, to just throw Bobby out after he spears Bronson and get that easy pin. Very, very classic heel way to win a triple threat. So I do like that aspect of it. But yeah, I wish it was Bronson. But if you're going to have Theory win, that was a way to do it. And I mean, he is a good heel because you hate the son of a bitch. You know what I mean? You just do. He's just, you hate him,
Yeah.
I don't hate anybody actually. So.
Oh, shut up!
Come on!
What a jerk off!
Let your real hate come out. You hate multiple people.
I do not hate anybody.
You hate everyone in Iowa. You talk about it all the time.
No, I hate the towns in Iowa, and I think that the people smell, but I don't necessarily hate them. See, totally different thing. Don't put words in my mouth, you two assholes. Okay? Jeez.
That's not what you said. Anyways, let's get into the Cody Rhodes Brock Lesnar match. First of all, holy hell. I just never expected to see Brock Lesnar color for Cody.
I mean, this is just my opinion. Brock doesn't need to win, but I don't know why out of everything they had Cody beat him.
I know why.
Well, they're obviously going to keep the feud going. That's why. And it's an easy way to have Cody get dominated but still win the match. So then you piss Brock off, even what she did. We saw the highlights on Raw last night where, look at me, boy. Look at me, Cody. You see my face. Gosh, dude, Brock is it's cringy when he's doing these promos like he was last night. Look at my face. Like, it was like, whoa, bro. Where's Paul?
Well, because he's never been that way.
I know. It was like, God, just put Paul Heyman back on him, please.
Well, I kind of liked last night, actually. And like, not to try and stop JR from talking, but, the best we can, I guess, to keep the show rolling here. The way he came out, though, and then just pulled Cody out of that triple threat match to move along in the World Heavyweight Championship tournament. And then, seeing how bad his face looks, with the black eye, with the scarring already, or the scabbing over, or the cut there above his nose. I mean, and then also, too, he did take that pretty hard. I mean, the way he fell into it, it definitely is not something we've seen from Brock before, but that thing hit hard and gushed.
Well, from what I've been told from a reliable source, he likes to usually go hard way. if he's going to do it.
Oh, of course. Mostly because the only way he could have done it is if he didn't do that was if he had somehow a blade in his glove, which would have been harder anyways. But because that's the only thing he did.
They're like 20 seconds into the match, and his right hand's just soaking blood underneath from the glove. Just like,
yeah, right.
Shut up, Brock. It was nasty though. Like I didn't. Here's the deal. Cody Rhodes bleeding? Yeah, all right, cool. He does it in every fucking match. I mean, he hasn't really since coming into WWE, but that's his thing. But to see Brock's face come up, and it was just like, oh. And then it sounded like WWE kind of got a little upset over it.
Well, I think they're also upset because the ref called for a towel, didn't kick the towel out of the ring when they came back from a little highlight break during the match. And then they kept going with Brock afterwards as he's mopping up his forehead or his face with the towel because they wanted to show him afterwards. And apparently the people of Puerto Rico did give him a quite nice send-off as well, a nice little cheer after the match. That he was actually, if you go find the video on YouTube or whatever, he's smiling from ear to ear, which is something we don't normally see from Brock Lesnar either. So.
Yeah. So I see. That's the other thing, though. I would say I assume we see this end at SummerSlam, but we still have Night of Champions before SummerSlam, which I don't like that they're doing the new champion on Night of Champions. By the way, I get it. It's called Night of Champions, and I get it. You have to do the Saudi show contract obligations or whatever, but like that's a big deal. It should be on SummerSlam because that's one of your 4, I guess you would call like heritage shows. You know what I mean? It all started off those 4 shows.
Well, so obviously Brock and Cody will then go to Night of Champions. Brock will get his win back, and then this feud will blow off at SummerSlam. That's the way you got to do it. Also, they've already asked up this World Heavyweight Championship match or tournament because there's a SmackDown side to it. Even though this will be a Raw title because Roman Reigns is over on SmackDown, so that doesn't mean if somebody from SmackDown wins it has to then go over to Raw. I mean, you're already throwing in your draft completely out the fucking window for this stupid fucking title. I mean, that they don't really need to have. It's not a stupid title. It's actually a pretty decent looking title. But, you know what I mean? Like, you're already messing up your storyline that you would create with the draft immediately. You said this was going to be the, like, for sure, no one's switching brands. No one's going back and forth. But yet, you still have Brock Lesnar and Omos as free agents. You have the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, who it was said on Backlash as well that they had to go back and forth until they lose either one title or both titles or whatever. So, I don't know, man. Again, they're just already fucking up their own storylines, man.
The other thing, too, is if you really want to just, like, reset things like Triple H wants to, just do it. Just do it. You don't have to do the draft. Just be like, oh, you know what? News developing. We're switching these people to this. It's like a trade. Just do it. Like, who gives a shit? You're right. I mean, every year we should just keep track of when the official draft starts, like the rosters take place, and like how long till the first one's broken. Because I guarantee you it's a week or 2 every time.
It's barely made it just over a week with Backlash. You really will, because I mean, we're still seeing rivalries still play out based off of the end of or the brand split, right? Because now Judgment Day is over on Raw and the LWO is on SmackDown, but they still had technically a blow-off match between Bad Bunny, or like fairly a blow-off match, I guess. I guess Bad Bunny's part of the LWO. The way it goes, I mean, because that got kind of convoluted there at the end of that match, huh?
Well, and that was just, you know. That was definitely the moment for Puerto Rico. But yeah, well, so Bad Bunny, Damian Priest, which probably was the best match of the night, the most entertaining match of the night. First of all, like 17, because we know they pad numbers, so we'll just say 17,000 plus in that arena. Completely sold out, filled to the rafters. You knew there was going to be a pop for Bad Bunny. We saw it on SmackDown on Friday when he came out with LWO. You knew there was going to be a pop. But that pop was a whole new level. Like, when that song hit, and as soon, because there's probably 6 seconds before the lyrics hit. And I mean, you can hear people losing their minds, but as soon as the lyrics kicked in, you had 17,000 people plus in unison going with that song. I mean, that just shows how big of a fucking star this guy is. I mean, they were saying it throughout the show in the last month. This guy headlined Coachella, headlined the Met Gala, and then had a street fight at Backlash. He's banging Kendall Jenner. Like, this guy is the top. Sorry, Tom, to use your. This is not giving
No.
you, but Bad Bunny is the top of the top, bro. And
Yes.
he's just living out his fantasy being a wrestler. Like, I wish I could feel what he was feeling that night walking out and hearing that and seeing that, because that has got to be the most surreal moment ever.
I gotta be honest with you. I wonder how much they're paying him. I wonder if he's like doing it because clearly Logan Paul is being paid and is under contract, but I don't know. I'm curious what they're paying Bad Bunny. If they are, I mean, it might be that he just loves it so much that he wants to just do it. I don't know, because he has enough money.
The guy moved to Florida just to train before Mania. I mean, like, this guy is dedicated. And yeah, like you said, not an athlete, I wouldn't say. Like, he's not a pro athlete like that level, but what he did in the ring with Priest that night was better than half of the shit we've seen this year on TV.
Yeah.
From every company, you know what I mean? Like, this guy really put the time in. Both of these guys really put the time in and crafted a really entertaining match. Because also Priest needs to get credit for this. Being the heel of Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Also being from Puerto Rico and coming out and taking that. Someone had to. It was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It was him. You know, and to be able to just like push people even further behind Bad Bunny like he was, but also to have that moment where he goes with that the 360 back kick into that post onto the leg and then just playing up that injury.
Yeah.
I mean, that shit. I mean, for a second it was like, wait, is he really hurt? When he was like, oh wait, no, something's wrong. I mean, like, and I love when they do this shit. When he was like getting the chain wrapped around, he's just like talking to Ben, but like, yo, wait, no, dude, hold up, dude, no, wait, like a real bro would when they like a real thing, like, no, bro, hang on, like, it was hilarious, but like he was so good at it, and it really, I mean, it was a really good match. And then we got to talk, we talk about the run-ins, right? So you finally get Judgment Day coming, Street Fight Anything Goes, it's gonna happen. We get the Judgment Day out there. Well, then you get Ray out there, right? They're still outnumbered. I will not say it was bigger pop than Bad Bunny, but it fucking almost rivals it, dude. When Carlito's music hit, that place lost their shit.
Well, they lost their shit more for Savio Vega than they did for Carlito, I felt like.
I felt that one was delayed.
Well,
yeah.
My feeling on it, yeah, because sorry, I didn't mean to step on you there, Ace, but the way I saw it was the camera in the show when Savio came in was in the crowd. So you're hearing a lot more of that from the camera than you would from the hard cam when the Carlito came in. But I will say this, Carlito looks better than he ever did his last couple runs in WWE, because, man, he looks like he's fucking fit. Whatever he's doing right now, man, like, fucking, you got to keep that Caribbean cool right there, buddy, man. Like,
yeah, dude. Wes had a match with him last summer, and he was like, dude's fucking best shape of his life. If you watch Glow, and Glow is on Netflix, he was in that. He was one of the main guys of the Big Girls Brothers, and had a lot in there. So he looked good, dude. He looked like he had fun. Rumor is it was a one-off, but also rumor is people were impressed, and backstage people liked what he did and liked having him there that night. So who knows, maybe we see a little more Carlito. And then, like you said too, we get Savio Vega, who, man, I love Savio Vega, man. Oh, I love that guy. The Los Pericos. WrestleMania 32 WrestleCon. That was when I was there with the other podcast. We were doing that Rabble booth.
Yeah.
Across from us both days was Savio Vega, and we on the first day interviewed him for about 40 minutes. And the first 10 minutes, my old co-host, he likes to just take charge and, whatever. So he ran it well, but he doesn't watch old wrestling. He's only watched from Attitude Era on. So he didn't know who Savio Vega really was. And just for 10 minutes was just like, and then like, I don't know anything on it. And so I was like, I was pissed first of all, but then I was like, all right, well, let me ask you about this. I want to hear the story about like you Austin strap match. Power goes out in the arena, and like, dude, his eyes lit up, and he was like, oh yeah, bro, you want to talk about that? And like, next thing you know, we went like another half hour, and he was just the next morning he's coming to this table with his coffee. Those are my boys right there. Those are my brothers. Everybody, what's up, brothers? And he's pointing at me and the other dude. It was just very cool moment. And I always liked Savio Vega, man. I really did. So that was really cool to see Vega come out, get a chance in Puerto Rico. Because it's been like 18 years since they've had some sort of show like this there where it was like a pay-per-view type deal. So, I mean, that's cool to see Puerto Rico get the nod as they should. But, man, that was a lot of fun.
So there's a couple other things I want to point out, too. With Carlito, it does look like they might want to bring him in with the LWO based on the fact that just that YouTube clip of him running in and getting some action in and then apparently splitting the apple. So spoiler alert, he does split the apple at Dominic, I believe. But then apparently it's at around 2 million views, and WWE is already looking at that as indications that people want to see Carlito back, which honestly, again, if he's in a really great shape, man, I think everybody would be willing to have him back for that nostalgia pop. However, too, that stage they had, man, they got to go back to doing that kind of stuff where it's literally just they've taken over an entrance like they have with some of the old WrestleManias from like Madison Square Garden. Just a real small entrance, a stage, not anything big or elaborate, man, because one, that's how you get 17,000 into that arena anyways. But that was pretty fucking cool with just like the video boards coming out a little bit.
Yeah,
and then, like, as a background.
Yeah.
That was
I enjoyed it too. I really did. Like just that nice minimal weird shaped structure of just LED walls.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
it popped.
I think the other thing too about a setup like that is instead of having the massive screen that we're all used to, when it's small like that, the surprise is bigger because it's not just, oh, here's what's coming kind of thing. And I think that, rides into everybody being more excited about when people come out.
Fucking out of nowhere, HCW. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, they used to do that at the Garden.
Yeah.
There's a few big pay-per-views where they made it very minimal. I didn't like it there. I like a longer walkway. That was why. But I do.
Mm-hmm.
I love how just this. Yeah, it was cool. I was thinking that same thing watching that, Tommy. I was like, dude, I like this entrance. And that shot, the shot of Bad Bunny too, when he was in the entrance, like that's a dope shot for guys. That's a very cool with their logo right on that big screen behind him and shit. Like that was super cool.
Don't know, Dan. Don't know what I did to piss off HCW. He's calling me Dick Nose now. Apparently, doing his fucking podcast was a real fucking problem now.
But yeah, overall though, I mean, Bad Bunny's super impressive. I would love to see him have some more matches in the future. I really would. Puerto Rico showed up. I wouldn't be mad if they did another big show over there. Shit, at this point, I'd maybe even try to go because that looked like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
That looked like a lot of fun.
And you don't need a passport for Puerto Rico.
You do not know.
It's just Puerto Rico, yo. It's beautiful. And from what I hear, cheap right now because they're trying to get people to come.
I mean, they put a lot of money towards. Puerto Rico tourist industry put a lot of money towards getting this event there. I did read also too, which is unfortunate that WWE has no plans on bringing anything back to Puerto Rico anytime soon. Which, that might open the door for like maybe even a GCW to maybe go down there and see what they could do. Because let's face it, there's always Homicide. There's, I assume Ortiz and Santana probably aren't going to re-sign with AEW. I don't know, maybe not, but they're also kind of split right now. So you do have a lot of Latin wrestlers who can get down there and still cause quite a bit of buzz for a show in Puerto Rico, man. So, I'm with you, Ace, man. That would be pretty fucking cool to see anything go back down there and try and draw that level again.
Yeah, dude, that'd be dope. And then, the other thing, too, is I wouldn't be surprised if they do a big show in Mexico soon, too, like a premium live event, too, because, that's them or AEW, because that's another huge market. Yeah, I did. I actually didn't have high hopes at all for Backlash. I was like, it'll be whatever. I was like, Bad Bunny is going to be cool because we saw what he did at Mania. We saw him in the Rumble briefly, right? He was in the Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was pumped for that. I was still a little like see, that's the thing. There was not a lot for the Cody Brock match. Like did we ever get an answer of why he doesn't like Cody?
Nope. Not even last night did we get a real answer other than, Cody Rhodes has thrown his own answers as far as, I took Brock's spot. So,
well, and he kept yelling at me last night, which was weird. Me. It was like, what the fuck, dude? Fingers crossed for WrestleMania in Ukraine next year.
I'm sorry. When did HCW turn into Goro all of a sudden? What are we doing?
We're gonna help him rebuild. Yeah, I'll bring in Mania over. Yeah, dude, it was cool. Will you guys watch Night of Champions?
Yeah. I mean, if as long as it's at a point when I can watch it.
Well, that will be during the day since it's a Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I mean, but it'll be on Peacock, so we can watch it back when it's more convenient. But yeah, I mean, I'll want to see what happens.
I want to see. Yeah, sorry, JR. What now?
No, I was going to say, will I watch the whole thing? I don't know. I mean,
no, we know you won't. You'll fall asleep.
Yeah, probably.
We understand. Yeah, I'll probably do what I did with Backlash. I mean, obviously, Ace and I were busy on Saturday night, so you had to watch it back. Sometime I finished literally after I got home from work. I finished it up today for those last two matches. But yeah, I'll watch it probably. I mean, you got again another Brock and Cody match, and then the championship match for the World Heavyweight Championship. So, which I think was probably going to be Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles if I'm going to pick somebody on the SmackDown side. But
I think it's a safe bet to say Seth Rollins is going to win.
Oh yeah, well, especially if you're going to have the title go to Raw anyways.
Yeah.
Shut up, HCW. You know I'm the only one that you come to see and fucking apparently torment, you dickhead.
HCW next watch along is SummerSlam, August 5th. Live from Top Shelf Tommy's apartment.
Correct. This means I probably need to put some more pictures up so it doesn't look so fucking washed out around here.
We don't care what it looks like.
JR,
I'm very minimalist when it comes to my decorations.
JR. Make sure it's on your calendar, JR.
What date is it?
It's a Saturday, August 5th. SummerSlam.
Sounds right.
Yeah, it is right.
I know.
I mean,
it is in fact right.
I literally actually promoted it on the show last week too, JR, as August 5th, SummerSlam. We'll have a watch along party right here, twitch.tv/2count wrestling.
Yeah, but come on. You know that I don't pay attention to what you say.
You should. It's almost 100% factual.
I'll be honest. I probably should, but I typically don't. And it's nothing personal. It
sounds fucking personal.
It isn't though. It's like, I don't know if it's the tone of your voice when it comes out of your mouth that it just sort of has me just go, I don't need to listen.
You want to hear a tone? I'll give you a fucking tone, you old bastard. Fucking listen up and listen good. If you keep talking to me like this, I'm not going to do this fucking show anymore. And then you're going to be really up a fucking creek without a fucking paddle. Who are you going to rely upon? Ace to carry the show? He can only do so much with you.
That's not true. That's not
Listen, true. Ace can do a lot of things, which is giving Ace a lot of credit here. But to carry you? Fuck, dude. Come on, JR. There's two of us that need to fucking do that shit on a weekly basis. Dick kicks and all, buddy. Dick's kicks and all.
There you go. Speaking of, we haven't talked about this yet, and there was question. We talked about it a little bit last week about wondering how many people AEW would draw over at Wembley, and they're over 60,000 now.
Yeah, which is it's gonna be a stacked crowd, dude. It's gonna be like Puerto Rico. They're gonna show up. They're going to show out too because UK crowds are always a blast. You know what I mean?
Well, UK and it's going to be a lot of European crowd. Like a lot of people try and get over there from Europe, even without the UK in the European Union, there's still going to be a lot of people traveling there to make sure they get to that show, as it's going to be the biggest.
Well, and there's even people
pay-per-view
there's even people from the US traveling over there for that. So I mean, it's going to be a big show. It's mind blowing that they're going to run 2 pay-per-views basically in a row, one international and one home. Like, wow.
Bless you guys, because that's a lot of scheduling and that's a lot of fucking title defenses and
storyline though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Storyline, because that's their mania. All Out is their mania.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to blow off some of your biggest storylines at All Out. How do you do that when you have another giant pay-per-view the weekend before?
They might just be doing a WrestleMania thing, right? Where you got 3-hour pay-per-view.
Yeah, they might.
Just a week apart instead of night after night, you know?
Yeah. I wish they had like Peacock though, because I don't want to pay $60 2 weeks in a row for the pay-per-view.
Well, no kidding. But there is also something else to be said that, you know, if this new TV program that AEW is going to launch as far as Collision on Saturday nights, this might just take the spot of that, and then, you know, whoever's wrestling on that show might be like their pay-per-view night, and then Dynamite and Rampage or whatever might be leading into the other into All Out.
I just don't see them leaving any big name off the UK show though.
Oh, they won't. I'm just,
you know what I mean.
I'm just saying, as far as storylines,
it'll be fun to watch. I mean, unfortunately, I'm probably not going to get Double or Nothing, so that'll make up for it, just because I won't be around for that show. But yeah, it'll be fun. And then you also, you know, right around that same time will be, you have SummerSlam before that, but then we start getting on the road to November for Survivor Series, and then fuck guys, it's like time flies. Next thing you know, it's the Rumble, and we're doing the watch along again and getting ready for Road to Mania again to go to Philadelphia. Woo.
Fuck that town.
But hey, it's going to be in the backyard the year after, baby. So
if it's in the backyard the year after, it still doesn't matter. You're putting fucking WrestleMania 40
in Philly. That's gross.
Fucking Shitadelphia. I mean, let's get this fucking straight. You're putting a milestone pay-per-view, your biggest fucking show, in Philadelphia. Philadelphia, whatever you fucking want to call it.
That's a Larry Zbyszko thing, by the way, though.
I loved
Philadelphia.
I loved it.
Thank you, ACW. Yeah, Philadelphia. Either way,
Tom.
They suck. Their fans suck.
Yeah,
they suck. Kevin Hart ain't that big of a deal. Why do you got to go to his hometown for a Mania? Just because he did your opening of this year's Mania?
Yeah, apparently.
I'm only okay with a Philadelphia Mania if Kevin Hart is in both main events and it's just him getting washed. Can we get Kevin Hart and Brock Lesnar? Can that happen?
Maybe.
I just want to watch him run around from Brock, you know.
You know what I actually just thought of? Going back to that Royal Rumble where Rock shows up to raise Roman Reigns' hand. Maybe that's why we didn't get Rock this year. Is if this was the fucking plan the whole time, like we're going to do Philadelphia for 40, let's have this whole fucking thing come full circle then, and Rock wins the title off of Reigns, which if that's the fucking case, blow out your fucking ass, WWE, because it's too fucking long to come. And again, you're still going to a absolute shit town.
Yeah. Plus,
I don't think
The
Rock would go to Philadelphia.
Probably not. But I'm throwing it out there as far as.
But do you think would he come to Minneapolis next year if they pitched it? So when does he do the match? Because he's going to do another Mania match.
No, that's what I'm just saying.
So they're already committing for 43 from the sounds of it to Nashville, which, by the way, brand new Nashville stadium for 43. And Nashville is a hopping town. I might be making the trip out for Mania that year because I love me some Nashville.
Yeah, Nashville's a hell of a town. They're getting a new stadium. So
that new stadium looks like it's gonna be tight too.
Yeah.
So I might make the trip out for that one. And of course, if they're here, I mean, of course, if Mania comes to Minnesota, the 2 count's gonna go. Why wouldn't we? We have to.
We'll get a booth at WrestleCon.
Hell yeah! Shit.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do with my DC money is just fucking pay for a booth at WrestleCon for WrestleMania 41 weekend.
Nice. Well, if Mania goes there at 43, HCW, come out there, do shrooms and hang out with us in Nashville, because Nashville is an awesome town. It is, and it's a great city because, like, really, you can walk from the stadium up the main drag where all the bars and clubs are, and it gets you right to the arena where they're going to do everything else. So it's pretty perfect.
Well, does that mean that 42 has to be back in New Orleans just because whatever fucking reason?
But I'll tell you what, though, dude, New Orleans is another really good city for Mania. It really is.
I know.
It is a blast to go there.
It's a warm environment. Yeah.
Yeah. When you walk up and down Bourbon Street and it's just filled with wrestling fans who are wooing each other the whole time and chopping each other and just it's a blast.
Anybody chops me, I'm going to be pissed and I'm going to press charges.
No, you won't. You'll be.
You're gonna press charges in New Orleans, man. I heard stories of a dude shitting in the street and then stabbed a cop who tried to stop him from shitting in the street. You think they're gonna fucking worry about your chop story? You fucking lunatic.
They are. Of course they are. I'm a citizen.
Okay.
New Orleans is a good time though. If it goes there again, I highly suggest you go to Mania if you're thinking about it, because that's another really fun city to be in, and it's just a fun atmosphere. Because again, if you guys ever been to Mania week, those cities are completely taken over by wrestling fans. Yeah. It is all wrestling fans in those cities, and it is a good time.
Oddly enough, every time those cities get WrestleMania, their water usage stays the same because these motherfuckers can't shower. So,
yeah, that's partially true. Yeah.
It's fucking gross. All you wrestling fans need to know: fucking shower.
Hygiene, guys. It's hygiene. It's where all
every gosh damn day of your life.
No guests next week, guys. Oh, sorry. Do you want to hit the?
Oh, yeah.
Coming soon to the 2 Count.
Nothing.
Just us. Yeah, next week will be just the three of us. We'll do some fun stuff though. Maybe we'll bring back a top 3 or something for next week's show, guys.
Yes.
It'll just be us, so we'll have some fun. Week after that, on Tuesday, we do have Nasty Nick Nolan coming on the show, so that's going to be a good time. We met him at Madhouse recently. Guy's been all over. Great talent. Again, out of the Black and Brave, out of Rollins School out there in Davenport. So that got that coming. So that's going to be a good time. We got some other guests we're working on, so it's going to be a good time. So make sure you keep it to that. Tommy and I will be at Waterloo this weekend at the National Cattle Congress Pavilion, whatever that place is called. We'll be down there for the Super Slam.
Super Slam.
Oh, my voice is going to be so beat by the end of that night of saying Super Slam. So yeah, make sure you come out, say hello to Tom at the commentary table, say hello to me as I'm doing the ring announcing duties. And someday, Jay, you could say hi to us for JR. We'll relay the message.
Yeah. If you guys come by, make sure you say, hey, I want a patch, Tom. Mm-hmm. But fucking say please.
And don't call him Dick Nose or he's not going to give you the patch.
No patch if you call him Dick Nose.
I mean, let's be honest. We're asking for respect from the fans, and I fully think that, I don't know, sometimes the Dick Nose is a little bit overboard.
Well, thank you for finally seeing it from.
I just want them to respect you for the important cog in the machine that you are. That's all.
Thank you very much. I also feel like this is somehow leading to something else.
No,
is there a bird coming here?
No, no, not at all. Look,
it took a year and a half to finally get some kind of fucking respect around here.
No, I don't necessarily respect you personally, but I think as a host of the show that you deserve a modicum of credit and respect.
I don't respect all 3 of you. You're all fucking idiots. You all suck. The 2 Count sucks.
See, now I don't think that was funny. That one wasn't funny.
I don't care if you think it's funny.
It's still not funny.
Fuck you.
Call Tom a name. Maybe I'll see it. Let's see if it works.
I'll call you a name, fat fuck. How about that?
Okay. That actually is, that's getting me right now. I don't know why. Fucking role reversal.
It's not good. Try it again.
You shut up, dick nose.
Oh.
I see when he comes after me. See, that's the thing. I guess when Vince goes after JR, I'm fucking loving it. But
you know what? It's funny because it's the same. So he just when he goes after you, I think it's hilarious. When he goes after me, it's not so funny.
This whole show sucks. I'm the real draw. Vincent Kennedy McMahon. That's why people watch. I know what's good shit.
I also want to point out one other thing, since I know we're wrapping up here soon. If anybody was looking to come up to Cadott, Wisconsin this Friday to see me do comedy, it's been postponed to September. There was a house fire in Cadott last week, and the whole community is going to rally around. So they're putting all the event, they're getting all the stuff in order on Friday. So the show's been canceled to then have the event for these people who lost their house on Saturday. So if you live in the Cadott area, go out and support your local community as best as you can. Unfortunately, there won't be a comedy show, but you'll see me in September out there in Cadott.
Yeah, and Dan, absolutely, yes. I'm not happy that I'm not going. But it is what it is at this point.
Yeah.
That's a good one there, ATW. That's a good one.
That is funny. Yeah, and then I'm trying to think. Do we have anything else coming up? We got some stuff in June, guys. Watch for that. We'll have more guests coming on as well. Social medias, check it out. The 2 Count, brand new Briscoe Big A shows up on the Briscoe Big A YouTube channel. Check that out. I appreciate that. Jerry, you got anything?
No, I don't have anything coming up for that I know of. There's other shit handed there, but I don't have anything ironclad until the 7th and 8th of July, which is way the fuck up at Grand Portage, Minnesota, at the Grand Portage Casino.
Yeah, man. I will say this: if you have a mother that's still alive, make sure you celebrate Sunday with them and give them a big old hug from the 2 Count and yourself too.
There you go. It hasn't been announced yet, but I'll say it anyways. I don't give a shit. I did get confirmation, though. If you go to Waterloo this year for Hall of Fame, we will be doing another live Briscoe Big A show.
Nice.
So if you want to come watch us, come to the Hall of Fame weekend.
Very good. Very good.
All right, guys.
Thank you, HCW. We love you too, bro.
Yeah. And
love all of y'all.
And be honest. Oops. I am not.
Oh, now Coro's here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a question. No, I just want to say, and you guys know that we love all of you. We love the interaction in the chat, and we like if you guys have fun with that. We encourage you to tell other people about it because I hope you guys realize that we don't think a whole lot of ourselves in terms of like Tom does, but.
Yeah, don't speak for me on this fucking asshole.
Drop the kayfabe, dipshit. We
top shelf, baby.
We know where we are. We know what we do. We do it as friends. We do it as fun, and we hope that you guys have fun with we do. And we hope you encourage people that you think would enjoy this type of humor, this type of show. Please encourage them to come and give us a try. Because that's the only way we'll get better. And I would like to, at some point, before I die, which could be at any point, let's be honest, I'd like to have, some kind of award that we've, done something.
Yeah, we want to get that Wrestling Observer newsletter podcast, Wrestling Podcast of the Year award, God damn it.
That'd be good.
Want it all.
I don't think it's actually a thing, but we'll try our best. Goddamn it,
we'll make some fucking shit up and then win it.
Yeah, let's just give ourselves an award. Goddamn it, I fucking have a belt right here that I made up. I mean, that I won.
This is the truth. This is the truth. There, and Ace, you know this about radio. In radio, they have something called the Marconi Awards. Marconi was the guy that invented radio or discovered radio and how it works. All you need to do to be nominated for a Marconi Award, and you hear people, I don't know if they do it as much now, but it used to be the Marconi Award winning, the Marconi nominated. It's like all you had to do was send in a nomination for your fucking self. And they had
my mustache will never, ever, ever get interviewed on this stupid show. It's not going to happen, guys.
It'll never be nominated for a Marconi either. At any rate. Yeah, well, Mr. McMahon, you can suck my wang.
This is actually
Jesse.
You know, don't tell me to fuck you. You wouldn't let me start a union so you can fuck yourself with that mustache.
I want all the monies. That's why there's no unions. I want all the money. That's good money.
Yeah, funny story. If you guys didn't see Chris Jericho this week or whatever, he did say his favorite commentary team of all time, Vince McMahon and Jesse the Body. So,
yeah,
very interesting that way.
He also said he got assaulted at the hotel in Vegas for holding his bag or something. I'd love to hear more about that.
Yeah, it's funny that those I would say that Vince and Jesse are in my top 5, but they're certainly not the top.
Hey, that's just Chris Jericho and what he grew up on. So,
yeah, I understand.
All right, boys. We'll be back next week. Again, thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.